Gamers, third time is the charm. We are back. Another Genshin Impact Luna 4 drip marketing video part 3. I assume this is the last one. I expect this to be a 4-star related character. Either it's going to be a 4-star Lightkeeper of Illuga to parallel Flynn's, or it's going to be a 4-star Liyue character for the free 4-star selector that we get every Lantern Rite, with Lantern Rite officially being out. We have Columbina Hyposelenia, confirmed Moon Goddess of the Frost Moon, Moon Maiden. We have Zabai, confirmed Angel, Daughter of Time, Daughter of Istaroth, and an Adepti of Liyue. Really crazy pop-off for the Nod-Krai Archon quest, as well as a very interesting, I think, is going to be for Lantern Rite, with hopefully Zhongli being in the picture. This Adepti angel that had a hand in helping Zhongli ascend to Archonhood during the Archon War, and basically like whatever became of her fate as well. Before we get into the video, I do want to clarify, or rather I want to speak on two things that I saw in the comments of my previous video, just to kind of give everyone a sense of groundedness, if you will. I kind of want everyone to be on the same page, because this tends to happen whenever I live stream, and ever so often I see it in the comments, and I don't want to feel like unrelatable to my audience or my viewers, or to feel like I'm like this pinnacle of lore when it comes to Genshin Impact. So first off, I want to give a shout out, in fact, to a viewer who comments a lot on all of my videos. Really thoughtful, insightful comments. Aporvijashi 2383, I believe is the username. And I thank you for clarifying that the leisurely Adepti that quelled the drought of Liyue was actually Cloud Retainer. I thought of, oh, the rain quelling the drought, rain calmer, that's an Adepti, but I also failed to realize that rain comes from clouds, a la Cloud Retainer. A lot of people in the comments, some people in fact were also mentioning, and this is ridiculous, that because I didn't remember that this lore was mentioned about Cloud Retainer in her story quest, that I must have not done the story quest. If I don't record something, I didn't watch it. If I didn't stream something, I didn't do it. And if I forgot something, I clearly didn't do it either. I do not like this mindset. I think it's really toxic for the community. I know the person who probably said it was joking. It really does make it seem like you have to not only know everything, but you can never forget anything. I know I remember a lot of things because it's locked in. I'm like locked in with Genshin lore, but I am not infallible to forgetfulness. I am not infallible to being affected by Irminsul tampering. And yeah, I don't remember every little facet in detail about every little thing. And just because I don't remember doesn't mean I didn't do the quest, because that's a little insulting. Shout out to Aporvijashi for clarifying. I do appreciate you like reinforcing and reminding me and letting me know. But the person that was like, oh, Arnold must have not done the quest because he doesn't remember. We don't need those comments. Please don't be like that. I really hope no one's like that in other people's communities, because I certainly don't appreciate those kind of comments. That's number one. Number two, I was so tunnel visioned on the fact that Zabai is an Adepti that I completely forgot that Adepti is basically a title. You can be a whole other something and still be an Adepti. Somebody thought I didn't read Skirk's Azure Light Weapon because I didn't mention something that clarified or referenced to the other angels in that weapon. I did read Skirk's weapon. I always read character lore and weapon lore that's pertinent to the overarching plot of Genshin. I read her lore back during, I think, 5.7 when she came out, 5.6, 5.7. And yeah, I just didn't mention it. There's a lot going on. It was midnight. It's another day of lore, and I'm also interpreting all this new information at the first time. So I just need people to like chill out with your overly aggressive expectations of me, or any content creator for that matter. I know I focus on lore, but I'm not the end-all be-all of knowing every single thing about the game. And so some of those comments were just a little annoying, and I was like, you know what, let me mention it in the video so I can kind of let these people know to chill out. Even the Azure Light Weapon, when we read it at the time, some of the dialogue or some of the passages were actually pretty vague. I called out the mention of Nabu Malikata as well as Sibila, but even at the time, I didn't know that the first passage was talking about the Lord of the Night, and the last passage was actually talking about Zabai, who at the time I didn't correlate her to being an angel, because I was like, oh, she's the daughter of Istaroth. That didn't mean to me that she was an angel at the time. It just meant, oh, she's like a creation of a shade, unless the shades created the angels, which then at that, I mean, I guess so, because the heavenly principles created the angels to guide humanity. So in that sense, I guess it would have made sense. But even at the time of when we first read it, like the dialogue is super ambiguous that you're not supposed to make that connection, because we got the book first and then we got Skirk's weapon and now we're getting the character. So now it all flows together and makes sense. So some people are having like a little bit of revisionist history and they're like, oh, because we know that it's Zabai now, we should have known that it was her back then, which I don't think that's the case. Anyways, all that yapping out of the way, just clarify, don't assume I'm an idiot, don't assume I don't know what I'm talking about or I didn't do a piece of content. I'm just not perfect, essentially. We got a new character. I assume it's a 4-star. It's either Lightkeeper, Illuga, or it's a 4-star Liyue character since Lanternite, and we always get a 4-star selector for the Liyue characters. So with all that said, we are going to be checking out the Genshin Impact Luna 4 drip marketing. Oh, yeah. Oh my God! Oh! Holy smokes, he looks cool. Oh my God, I love the coat. I love the design. Is he? Oh, he is Geo. So I did read Flynn's, we read Flynn's character lore, like character story lore, and in Flynn's character lore, Illuga didn't have a vision at the time. So he actually has one now, which is kind of crazy, and it's Geo. So I guess they're bringing Geo back with the lunar charge reactions, or the lunar crystallized reactions, I should say. Oh, he's got the little lantern. He's got the moon. He's got the Geo vision on his waist there. I love the coat. I love his design, the little purple in there too. I really love the way this guy looks. Holy smokes. I don't know why, but let me know if you guys, like, I don't know why, but he's kind of reminding me of another character. I don't know if I feel like it's the coat, but I can't come off the top. I'm like, this kind of is giving another character's energy, but I can't think of it at the moment. Illuga, Burning Heart Amidst the Nightmare. Oh my God, this is so sick. Shout out to Vantahex for the artwork. This is so exciting. All right, so is he, I don't know if, so are we not getting, this isn't, if he's a 4-star, but he's associated with Nod-Krai and the Lightkeepers, this is the first time ever, aside from the first year of Lanternite, where we don't, actually, technically, the first year of Lanternite, we had a slew of 4-star Liyue characters because it was year 1 of the game. So technically, this is the first year where we don't have a new 4-star Liyue character for Lanternite, which is interesting. But, you know, all of that aside, I'm excited for Illuga. I love the Lightkeepers. They're my favorite faction in Nod-Krai. I'm gonna hope that I get at least one copy of Illuga. His lore, I love his mannerisms and his professionalism and like I guess his potential as a Lightkeeper based on what Flynn's has talked about regarding him. All right, let's check this out. This is so exciting. Illuga is very grateful for the Knights of Favonius' help in battle. Unfortunately, he's gone off on another investigation. Yes, so he asked me to give you this bottle of wine as a token of his thanks. Okay, so really quick, Flynn's did tease that Illuga would be helping out in the next Archon quest sequence. So that's why I was like gunning. I'm like, oh, did Flynn's basically, like, did Flynn's tease that Illuga is going to be a feature in a future patch? So that's number one. Number two, Illuga and Nikita are in the north. I think Pyramida headquarters of the Lightkeepers, like the tower beyond the fog and the water. So I think Illuga, we might get a region expansion next patch to that new Pyramida area and the headquarters of the Lightkeepers. So I'm expecting that for Illuga at the very least. Haha, that's very kind of him. But honestly, he's the one who worked the hardest. Too bad he's not here. I can't exactly refuse. How about we open it here? I'll tell you all about how promising the kid really is. Drinking's fine, but don't try to poach Illuga from me while you're at it. A conversation between Starshina, Nikita, and Varka before they got roaring drunk. So Starshina Nikita is Illuga's father. So Illuga is the son of Starshina Nikita, and he's like a subordinate of, or like he's a companion rather of Flynn's. So we're probably gonna meet the Starshina Nikita when we go to the north as well. Illuga is such a awesome character. I love that I read Flynn's lore and we learned just as much about Illuga as we did about Flynn's. No cap, I'm like super excited for Illuga. I don't care if he's a 4-star. I don't care if he's stacked up against the freaking fucking Archon level god of Nod-Krai with Columbina, or the Angel of Liyue. I am so excited for this character. I cannot wait for them. Illuga, title, Burning Heart Amidst the Nightmare. Member of the investigation squad, the Nightmare Orioles. I think that's how you say that. With a Geo vision. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let us check out the Beag lore here. For new members joining the Lightkeepers, few things are more fortunate than having a leader like Illuga. Oh my god. The glazing. I love this man already. Though Lightkeepers witness the tragic aftermath of the Wild Hunt's rampages every day, and the atmosphere of their quarters can often grow heavy and oppressive, Illuga somehow remains positive. He not only manages all tasks efficiently, but also offers careful, thoughtful support for his teammates. Walking behind him, it feels as if even the lantern in his hand glows a little warmer. Okay, so he's definitely giving like support energy, which I'm already right there. I'm like, I love him. I love his design. I love his positive energy. I love how much potential he has as a team player. Some people wonder how someone like him hasn't chosen to work in logistics, but instead insists on going to the dangerous front lines. Without unwavering resolve and strong inner drive, even optimistic smiles will one day be drowned by the purple-black despair. Yet, whenever they hear Illuga recite the Lightkeeper's oath with conviction, such doubts vanish from their hearts. Undoubtedly, beneath his gentle exterior burns a fierce, blazing fire. What are the ideals and beliefs of the Lightkeepers? This was the question newcomers ask most often, and each Lightkeeper will answer differently. There is always a common thread in these answers: protection and salvation, steadfastness and unwavering resolve. They speak of a bright outcome or a noble vision, grand and magnificent beyond measure. But Illuga desires little beyond defeating the Wild Hunt, for he realizes that, in its current state, Pyramida already embodies that ideal. I am so excited for this new area. Only those who have endured the nightmare can truly grasp how precious the daylight is. What he wishes to protect is simple: the present. Guys, I actually might end up liking Illuga more than Flynn's. I am already locked into the Lightkeepers. This character symbolizes everything that I love so much about preservation and protecting and being brave and courageous. He's kind of giving Millilith energy, right? He's Geo. He's standing his ground. He's rallying the troops. I'm a support at heart. And so Illuga is just hitting all those bells for me. He's checking off all those boxes for me. And based on everything that we've learned about him, it's so commendable. I'm like, dude, I want to be you when I grow up, you know, type shit. Illuga is very exciting. He's Geo. So it seems like Hoyo is trying to mix things up again with Geo. It's been a while since Geo's been in the spotlight, right? Like, I think the last time Geo got a pop off was 2 years ago with Chiori and Navia. And so they actually Geo might get a little bit of a facelift because of the lunar-based reactions. Zabai is the moon wheel bearer, so I assume she's necessary for lunar crystallize, and because Illuga doesn't have a moon wheel, he has a vision. Unless they're gonna give some other 4-star Geo options. Geo rears its head out of the meta ground like once every 2 years at this rate, so I'm not entirely sure how lunar crystallize is gonna shake up, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for listening to me ramble, listening to me yap about a bunch of different things regarding Illuga and, you know, the stuff we talked about at the beginning of the video, and the angels and the shades and all that other stuff. Luna 4 is going to be spectacular. We're getting the continuation, possibly the conclusion of the Nod-Krai Archon quest. We're getting a Lantern Rite festival. We're getting potential lore on Istaroth and the shades and angel lore as well. And we're getting potentially a new expansion area with Pyramida and the Lightkeepers and Illuga's character. So very excited for all of this. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Take care.